Let's first find the hexagon wrench. Now we need to remove the cover plate from the printer. Remove the 2 fixing screws on the cover plate and take off the cover plate. Open it and you can see the ink tank. Now we need to press the emergency stop button to shut down the printer. We found the 4-color ink that comes with it. The ink label corresponds to the ink bin label 1 by 1. Now go to the noise position and check the status of the secondary cartridge. First, check that the 4 soft plugs on the cartridge are tight. Then check to see if the valve is closed on the connector conduit, horizontal close as in the video. Now find the circuit board under the cartridge. Connect this line to this position. Now, turn the emergency stop button back on. The ink pump will automatically draw ink from the ink bin. If you hear the cue, the cartridge is not full. We need to hit the emergency stop and restart it. The ink pump detects and repumps the ink. There is no cue and the cartridge is full. Next, we reinstall the baffle of the ink bin. Next, we will locate the conduit connecting the ink cartridge. Find the end throttle valve and release it. Put the end into a container filled with water. Now open the valve onto the secondary ink cartridge to fill the conduit with ink. The purpose of this step is to eliminate the air inside the duct and prevent damage to the nozzle. If there are bubbles stuck in the catheter, you need to press them with your finger to expel them. Exhausting, close the valve, and then exhaust the other 3 pipes one by one. After completion, check to ensure that the valve is closed. Remove the catheter from the container. We found the packaging for the nozzle. Just assemble it. There is a print nozzle and 2 ribbon cables inside the packaging. Now remove the print head. Find the ink pad stuffed with yellow soft plugs. Remove the soft plug and connect the corresponding colored conduit to the ink pad. If you can't distinguish the color clearly, you can squeeze out a little bit on your hand. This makes it easier to distinguish. Now we need to ensure that the throttle valve is in the open state. Then open the valve under the secondary ink cartridge. Note that you must press the emergency stop switch first in the next step. Turn off the printer. Next, find the cable inside the nozzle package. The 2 cables are different. One wide and one narrow. Pay attention to distinguish. The 2 interfaces on the nozzle correspond to the cable, respectively. Below is the wide wire interface. The above is the narrow wire interface. Wide wire first. We need to drag both sides of the buckle with our fingers. Lift up hard. Then find the touch point side of the cable. Up carefully, slowly access. Make sure the touch points are parallel. To avoid damage, push to the bottom. Lift the buckle up and fasten it. Make sure it doesn't loosen easily. The same is true for narrower cables. Next, we find the other end of the cable. It corresponds to these 2 slots on the printer binding cord. Towards the inner wide line, towards the outer narrow line, connect the wide cable first. First, pry open the black buckle. The blue part of the cable here faces the buckle. After inserting to the bottom, press the buckle down and lock it tightly. The same is true for narrower cables. Pick up the nozzle. Now, break these 2 buckles apart. Remove the protective cover. Here is the process of installing the protective cover again. Now we need to put the bumps on both sides of the nozzle, corresponding to the reserve slot for installation. After installation is complete, that's the end of this part.